We are really excited because this week's video is finally sponsored by HelloFresh. I'll tell you more about that later, but first of all, I need to finish packing up the van.
After packing the van, Sarah came to do my hair.
Time for pre-holiday haircuts. Can't go away with my 6-week-long roots, can I?
So, I'm not going to be taking my disc lock away with us. It's a big thing. It is good as a deterrent when we're parked up here. However, the guys are coming to fit a bear lock, so we're going to be able to lock the gearbox in reverse gear. So if they're going to steal it, they're going to have to drive backwards only. I then headed into work where Jake and I give the van a darn good clean and a scrub before we hit the road. You think the t-shirt, eh?
So while we're away, we're leaving these guys on our drive, building their van and looking after our house.
What could go wrong?
So if you're not following them, slowly wilding on YouTube, all right?
Let's get going.
Our first stop was just over an hour from home at the Chip and Norton Camping and Caravan Club site, where we were met by the lovely Aid and shown to our pitch.
What a pretty, picturesque little site. Very nice. We had a lovely little drive round as we came to find our pitch.
And we've got level, which has needed the legs today. It's quite a steep one. I don't think the bags would have done that.
No.
No. But they've got a butcher that's come on site, so we're going to head over and see if we've got some nice sausages.
Yeah, he's here every Friday between 4:30 and 5:30. The most amazing smelling local strawberries. And we got a deal on 4 lamb minted burgers and 2 packs of the local sausages for a tenner. Tonight's dinner and this whole video is sponsored by HelloFresh, and we're having one of our absolute family favourites. We are having chicken korma. Now the amazing thing about HelloFresh is you get exactly the ingredients you need delivered, no more, no less, and a really easy to follow recipe card. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you'll know that we've used HelloFresh for ages. In fact, I double checked, it's over 4 years. And if you don't know what HelloFresh is, it's a meal subscription service. So you order 3 or 4 different meals for 2, 3 or 4 people. All the ingredients get delivered to you and then you just follow the recipe card. We first started using HelloFresh because someone gave us a discount code, and we've carried on since then because the meals are absolutely delicious. I'm a really good cook. Well, I think I'm a great cook. But we've been using HelloFresh because it takes the faff out of cooking. I get fed up of planning, shopping, cooking every single meal. When my dad was poorly and I was spending a lot of time up in Yorkshire, I ordered a lot of the rapid meals, and all of the boys had a go at learning to cook for themselves. Eddie especially has become really confident because of these recipes and these cards. So this is the third of the recipes we ordered this week. Earlier we had the chicken and chorizo quesadillas, or we call them pescadinas, and from the premium menu we had lamb with a pesto crust. That was awesome. I'd love to show you a photo of that, but I think we ate it before we got a picture. The HelloFresh app is really easy to use. You can use it to select your recipes each week, and you can pause it, which is what I've done for the next 6 weeks because we're going to be on holiday. I'll reactivate it before we come back. This smells as good as it looks, and yes, I did just wipe the side of the plate off so it'd look even better for you. If you'd like to try and have a look at the recipes, scan the code here or use the exclusive link in the description. Have a look at all the recipes there. If you're ready to order, we've got a 60% discount code for you. Use the code RADFORD60. You get 60% off your first order and 25% off your next 2 months of orders. Right, we're going to go and tuck in for dinner.
Well, dinner was lovely, wasn't it?
It was. And as a bonus for dessert, because we got some strawberries from the butcher, we're having strawberries and ice cream because our fridge has kept ice cream really cold.
Beautiful. And we should probably go for a wander and have a look while Diddley Scott Farm is empty, because I understand it gets very busy in the morning. So the sun's gone down and you're relaxing in your new chair. Tell us about your new chair.
Yes, these are the ones that we ordered at the NEC from Matt and thatleisureshop.com. They're the Beaucamp Stanwick, and they're the comfiest seats we've ever sat in that actually fold up telescopically.
Yes, look at them there. They are fantastic. You've still got this nice reclined position here and nothing to dig in your legs along here. Now, you will remember we love our Coleman sling chairs, and we've had them for 11 years, I think, something like that. And they do pack down really, really small. These are just like a Rolls-Royce version of them. They're just like a A really classy, a bit more expensive version. I think they're about £120 each, and they're a bit heavier, but they're so much more robust.
And so
So you get boy races here in the Cotswolds as well, though.
on bikes, I think. I'm so tired. I've had to increase the font size on my Kindle. Does anyone else get really tired the first night that you go away in the van? I remember when the boys were little, they used to be like so excited and so energetic, and take them ages to settle. But I think they're all tucking up quite quickly now.
Should we go for a wander around the site?
Yeah, let me grab a jumper or something now.
So we've got a few tents.
Yeah, they're very cool. Looks like they've got 2 bedrooms within them as well. Very cool.
A visit to any campsite wouldn't be complete without a quick review of the facilities. So right here we have some wash basins and urinals, some wash basin cubicles and some toilets. And of course some shower cubicles. They're good. Look what I found here. It's one of these Land Rovers. Forward Control 101 is what they're called. They were special made. 1970s, you say?
Yeah, around 70s.
I haven't seen many of these. I saw a few at the Adventure Overland show, and the 101 is to do with the length of the chassis. But it's certainly turning some heads. Of all the motorhomes on the site here, I had to go and take some photos and video of this one. It's a beauty, and he's converted himself into a little camper van. So a quick look inside. And there you go, look, little kitchen over here. He's got his cool box at the back and a bench sheet, and that'll obviously turn into a bed right there. Fantastic. I love it. Boys and their toys. And he's had the awning specially made that wraps around from the side right round to the back.
That's a cracking awning.
That's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's quite interesting because the club sites used to be known as quite, not snobby, but just kind of a bit elitist, so caravans, motorhomes only, and it's definitely not. There's a lot of tents here as well, and this incredible thing.
So small reception here, and the very first campsite I've ever been to without a service pitch.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? There is one coming apparently at some point soon, but it's not here. I don't think I've ever been to one without a campsite, without a service pitch.
Right.
And there's quite a few non-electric pitches, grass and non-electric pitches as well, which we're fine for because we got our batteries, we're all right. But we're walking out the site now, and literally next door, just a few yards up, is where the farm is.
Last time we came, we thought we'd pop in. We thought it'd be dead easy, and we came here, and the road was absolutely chock-a-block with cars, and it was busy on the farm shop as well.
And I think
Crazy.
we're going to find that tomorrow as well, but that's
Yeah.
why they're building a big car park out here, right?
Yeah, but it was just that naivety that we thought we'd be able to pop in.
Right.
No.
And all the way down the road, probably for about a mile down the road, there was cars either side of the road there. Wow. And we had to squeeze by in our van, didn't we?
Yeah, and look at the damage to the road.
Right.
It's obviously not built
Yes.
for such a lot of traffic. Wow.
They need a car park, don't they?
There's other car park. Yes, absolutely. There's our van.
Right, so here's the Diddley Squat sign, and there's our van parked right next to it.
You can't get much closer than that. And they've got Hawkstons available here now, the beer. So we're going to try and get some of that tomorrow too.
Is that what that is? I saw the sign that says Hawkston available here, and I was about to ask what it was.
And here is the tiny Diddley Squat farm shop. It is very, very small. And there you go, cow juice available here. Look. And the well overdue car park getting built here.
I can see a combine harvester way off in the distance, combining and harvesting the
Maybe it's
fields.
Caleb.
Maybe.
It is a little chilly tonight, hence the coat, and Lindsay's got a hoodie on. But these chairs are super, super comfortable. I'm so happy with them. So there's a link in the description for these guys, thatleisureshop.com. Also, Matt does a podcast, Motorhome Matt. Again, I'll put a link in the description. If you're into motorhome, in van life and anything like that, the best podcast. Definitely go and listen to it. Go and subscribe to it on your Android podcast thing. What do I use? I use Pocket Cast on Android, and then I use the built-in Apple podcast app. So definitely subscribe to Motorhome Mac Podcasts.
He's so good, he even won an award with him.
Yes, there it is. I listen to everyone. And I know you've seen this in the background so far of the vlog, and I'm sure you're asking where it came from. It isn't a standard fit. We did buy it from Amazon, and Phil came around last week and we Sikaflexed it to the van.
So just in case you're wondering what I'm doing, this is Sika activator and cleaner. So I'm cleaning the side of the van, and this actually puts a layer of activator on so that when we put the Sikaflex on, which we're using 522, it'll make it cure faster but also help it bond to the van better.
Didn't we use that when we put my solar panels on?
Yep. We certainly did. Look how dirty this van is, eh? Look at this.
Phil then applied a generous amount of Sikaflex and bonded it to the van. And it is sitting strong, and it's a good shelf for the Gdac Cook 3 that we got here. Phil came around last week as well to do some electrical upgrades on the van. Phil's been awesome doing all the electrical upgrades on this van, as I'm sure you know from day one on the install when he gave up 3 days of his time at Oak Tree. But anyway, he came around last week and he did an upgrade to the batteries where if the batteries in the back hit 13.8 volts, then it automatically will charge the front battery. Because with the legs and the stereo system in the front, I'm just concerned that I'm pulling a lot of power from the front battery. So he's done a little bit of a tweak through one of the Victron bits of kit here, and he's put some relays in. And don't ask me how he's done it. I can't help you with that, but I can help you with a link to this in the description on Amazon if you're interested, guys. Right, it's getting dark, it's getting cold. We're probably going to turn in for the night. Good morning. Well, it's 8:30 and there's a lot of noise going on over the way there. They are building the car park for the farm shop, and we were warned about this, so that is okay. Boys are still in bed, we're just getting them up. We're going to head over to the farm shop for about 9 o'clock. Opens at 9:30. But as we know, and as everyone's been telling us on social media, the queues get really big. And another thing to add, this little shelf I got for the Gdac, it's real handy for the camera to put it on.
Morning.
Looking bright and colourful this morning, my love.
New Tesco £5 vest. Very happy with that. Oh,
Georgie, you getting up?
No. You know, coming to the farm shop, see if we can find Jezza.
I'm just glad I packed the pitch up last night before the rain this morning. So we headed over to Diddley Squat to join the queue.
We've been in the queue for about 15 minutes and we've reached the front. We've just opened the doors.
Poor dog down here is missing his mum.
He looks so scared.
So we took the obligatory crawl through the tiny farm shop at a snail's pace, taking in all the branded products they had on display. There were loads of different chutneys and all kinds. And of course the cow juice, they were charging £6 just for the empty bottle.
Gotta have pork pie.
There was all sorts of Diddley Squat branded goods at overinflated prices. But we were there, so we bought a few bits and pieces, and we bought some beer and some non-explosive cider. And we came out £82 poorer than we went in.
We got some booty. We had a 15-minute wait because we got here at 15:15 and we were quite close to the front of the queue. I'd say the queue has quadrupled in size since we arrived.
I can't tell you how handy this shelf is. This is quickly becoming one of my favourite little upgrades we've done on the van. Because we had the HelloFresh last night, we're cooking the sausages we got last night on the site from the butcher. So let's see how they are. But the weather here, it's just awful. We're in the middle of July. But guys, I promise you we're going to get better weather. We're heading down to Morocco and it's going to get a lot warmer.
Very good sausage sandwiches. Very excited to sit down and have some. It's really good. I'm a brown sauce girl. Steve's a red sauce boy, and George tried both, didn't you? With it. So let us know in the comments, red or brown.
Right guys, there's a couple of new additions I want to share with you before we get on the road. First one is under my driver's seat. I've had a safe fitted. It's fitted, it's a bear lock safe, and it is almost impenetrable. It is fantastic. They came the other day, the guys were really, really nice and very, very helpful. They've put it in and they've put them bolts that just snap off, so you just can't get it out when it's in. And it's going to be able to fit all of our prizely belongings in there for peace of mind. So mainly my laptop, like that's going in there. My iPad, that's going to go in there as well, like that. And also Lindsay's laptop. She has to log on sometimes and do the accounts from work. So the main things are going in. I can fit a lot more in there as well. I can fit some of my camera gear in there and things like that, but we're recording on that right now. We'll also put the boys' iPads in there when we're out and about, but it's peace of mind. They're in there, under there like that. Lock it up, and that's pretty much impenetrable. So that is the first one I wanted to share with you. The other thing I've had fitted is the bear lock itself to the gear stick. Now these fit on a manual or an automatic transmission, and they have them for over 2,500 vehicles. And again, it's fitted integral to the body, and it's fitted with shear bolts. But all you have to do, it's very, very effective. I'm not going to be able to need to take my disc lock with me now. So all we do is pop the gear in reverse like that, and then we can turn this and pull it out, and that's locked in reverse now. That ain't going anywhere except backwards. So that's going to give us peace of mind when we're parked up anywhere at all, that the vehicle's not going to get stolen. Of course, it's got an alarm and a mobiliser and a tracker on it as well. But with this, I've got peace of mind. It's not going anywhere. Now, disclaimer, I did get a bit of a discount on this, guys. But the good news is I've got you guys a discount too on this or the safe underneath the seat. So there's a link in the description. You can go to their website and you'll get a 10% discount. Now, the price is going to vary, depends whether you go to them, they come to you, depends what vehicle you have. So certainly get in touch. There's a contact form on their website and all phone numbers are on there too. Maybe it's right for one of your vehicles. Okay, when they said they had no service pitch for the vehicle yesterday, I wasn't sure what he meant, but they've got a chemical disposal point there, and I understand they've got fresh water as well. All they don't have is grey water dump here. Right, let's hit the road. Good morning. Well, yesterday was a heck of a day. It was pouring down all day. I had just over a 3-hour drive down to Plymouth, which took 5 hours in the end. Okay, we stopped a couple of times. Lindsay had to pop into a Tesco's to get some toothbrushes because she forgot our electric toothbrushes, and then we stopped and got a bit to eat. But the roads were awful. I guess everyone's heading down for the holiday. So yeah, 5 hours to do a 3-hour journey wasn't clever. Got to our friends, parked at the side of the road last night, just went in and chilled with our friends last night. Had pizzas, kids played really nice, didn't really film much. So that's just brought you up to speed where we're at now. Now we're going to get on the ferry this afternoon at 4:45, and we need to be there at least a couple of hours before. And the weather's still not nice, so the kids have decided, you know what, we'd like to go to the cinema, Dad. So Lindsay, Harry and George are off to the cinema. Eddie has gone climbing. So yes, that is what we're up to today, whilst I am here doing a bit of data copying off of the memory cards and off the cameras, and maybe start editing this video to get it out to you as soon as possible. It is Sunday. I'm going to try and get this video out to you on Wednesday, guys, so I better get amongst it. For a moment I forgot where I put the laptop, but it's in the safe, isn't it? Oh, I'll get used to having a safe in the van. So Eddie's only been bouldering since March, about 5 months, and until I'd watched these videos that he recorded for me in the climbing wall, I didn't realise how advanced he'd come in that time. He's really come along with it. If you don't know what bouldering is, it's where it's kind of a bit of rock climbing. I think you can have up to 4 metre height. You climb like this, like he's doing now, and they move the things around every now and again just to change the wall, and it's got a sprung floor, so if you do fall, you don't badly hurt yourself. But look how well he's done. 5 months he's been doing this bouldering for. Right, I didn't do very well on the editing. I copied all the files and I've made a start on the editing, but I'm still going to have to spend a lot of time whilst we're on the ferry so I can get this edited and ready for you for Wednesday. Right, let's go and meet up again with Linz. And here she is. How was the cinema?
Cinema was good. We saw Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse, Miles Morales, I don't know what it was called. The latest Spider-Man animated thing.
And the plan was to get some lunch before getting on, but everyone is stuffed from Mel's awesome breakfast this morning.
Mel's marvellous breakfast.
So we are going to board now. We can board early, right?
I don't know. We can check in from 12:45, so we're going to head and check in at least.
Right.
And we'll either eat in here while we're waiting to queue, or we'll eat up there. I don't know. We'll figure something out.
We'll get it done. Best be early, hey? Right, let's do this.
I don't want to jinx it, but we've never got to this stage and had a completely stress-free crossing. Last time there was an issue with the paperwork. Time before that we were just worried because it was COVID times. We were coming out of COVID times. So fingers crossed it's going to be plain sailing. Although Steve's had all the emails sent to him, so I don't know what we've missed. It should be fine. I've never had any drinks. Hello.
Good afternoon. Are you sailing Santander today?
We are.
Okay, can I have you in lane 3 then, please? Lane
Thank
3.
you.
Thank you very much.
Well, that just made my day already. Young lad, 19, working for Brittany Ferries, said, "Are you the Roving Radfords?" And he follows us, so fantastic. Hi, Aaron, if you're watching.
This is nice and relaxed and I'm not at all stressed. The last 2 times we've come through, there's been some sort of stress going on. I think the first time it was just COVID times and we had to get all the paperwork exactly right. And the second time, and this was really dramatic, Eddie and Harry had to have COVID tests done, and one came back with the timestamp and one didn't, and they weren't actually sure if they were going to let us get off the ferry at the other end because the timestamp was missing. She said, I can let you through, but I can't guarantee they're going to let you off the other end. So this is nice. No dramas.
And it created drama, and the video did really well. So I'll put a link to that below if you want to see it.
This is the first time we've ever been here this early. It's quite interesting because I can't remember the last time I was this unstressed about a trip. It's a really nice atmosphere, actually. Honestly, the last times we've come through, it's been COVID times. So everyone's been staying in the cars and not making eye contact or talking to each other. We've been chatting to all sorts of people, lovely people as well. It's interesting because we can see people in cars, we can see people in caravans, we've got motorhomes, self-converts, and people on motorbikes. And a push bike as well, I've seen. This shows you how last minute we usually tend to get here. I've never even noticed the cafe before, but it's been here a while.
Lindsay couldn't resist and insisted on getting ice cream.
I've not even brought my phone.
How's your ice cream, George?
Very good.
What you got?
A vanilla cone.
So we're on the ferry, but this has just started playing up. I've not been getting any camera here, so I do hope that that's not going to be like it for the next 6 weeks. Boys, let's go find our cabins.
Yeah. This is the first time we've ever parked on the upper parking level in the ship, so it's just up a couple of flights of steps to our rooms on level 6. We've had to book 3 double rooms, and looks like the second bed's up there. So playing it safe tonight then, love. Bagsy top bunk.
Okay, you have top bunk. What's it like in here? Turn the light on. There you go. There we are. Perfect. Shower, toilet, sink. Nice.
Good.
Listen
Having
good.
3 bathrooms between us means there'll be less waiting around in the morning.
And here is your drop down bunk.
My drop down bunk.
Yeah, you wanted top bunk, didn't you?
Yeah.
There you go. Right, that's it, guys. We're on the ferry to Santander. We're heading to Morocco on Wednesday. I've got to now get this video edited and uploaded for you for Wednesday. So that's what I'm doing.
Yes. Can you let us know, please, where you are going on holiday this trip? I can't wait to read it. We've just been reading all the comments about your first cars, and you have made me smile so much. So let us know where you're planning to go this summer. Also, don't forget to have a look at the HelloFresh link. You'll get 60% off your first order, 25% off your next 2 orders, and I think there's some freebies as well. See you next time. Thanks for all your messages. I can confirm that the Hawkstone cider that we bought at Clarkson's farm is part of the non-exploding batch, and it is very delicious.